thing you think of is who lives here. When you first walk in, the first thing you think of is who lives here. How could a human being live this way?
It's a home that's supposed to provide care for disabled and vulnerable adults. But tonight, in an undercover ABC 15 investigation, Dave Biskobing takes you inside an assisted living facility here in the Valley, exposing filthy living conditions, bed bugs, and allegations of neglect of the people in their care.
This is the Lodge at 14th Street, an assisted living facility more than 30 people call home.
These were all taken within the last week.
The ABC 15 investigators went undercover, shooting video, taking pictures, and obtaining photos from people inside the facility.
I have never seen anything like this. This is highly unusual.
This is Mike Wright, a Valley attorney who's handled hundreds of cases involving assisted living facilities and nursing homes.
It's heartbreaking.
At the Lodge, residents have physical disabilities, mental illness, or both. We also spoke to someone who worked with the residents every day.
You've seen other types of care facilities, assisted living facilities in the past.
Yes.
How does this one compare?
This is the worst I've seen ever.
And it's not only bed bugs and dirty mattresses.
They live like they're homeless. Floor's not clean. You see yellow and black stains on the walls. It's just disgusting.
Picture after picture shows residents without bed linens, tattered and dirty clothes.
I've seen residents with the same clothes on for days. They're going days without showers.
And here's the drinking water. Would you take a drink?
A lot of them have no family.
So they have nowhere to turn.
They have nowhere to turn.
I leave each day.
You have to leave, just to get out of here?
Yeah.
James has lived here for 2 years. He agreed to show us the conditions he lives in every day.
What's that 2 years been like?
Hell.
Is that simple?
That simple.
Tell me what's wrong. Can you show me?
Bed was riddled with bed bugs. And I got live ones.
When'd you catch those?
I caught this the other day.
We found the Lodge is licensed as a directed care facility. That means, according to the state, they're supposed to provide care for residents who need help making basic care decisions. In fact, some of the residents here need help with things like taking medication or using the bathroom. Now, we also found most of the residents are taxpayer funded, but we'll get to more on that in a moment.
This is a lousy facility just from looking at the photos.
Wright has no connection to the Lodge or its residents. And aside from the living conditions, he was concerned about staffing levels. Residents and staff told us only 1 or 2 caregivers work at a given time for all 30 patients.
Yeah, that's very low staffing. That's extremely low.
To get answers, we went straight to the owner. That's him, pulling up in the black Maserati. His name is Austin Coggins.
I'm Dave Biskobing with ABC 15. How are you today?
Good.
Here to talk to you about some of the conditions that people are living in here.
Coggins told us he's owned the facility for several years and that he takes in residents other facilities won't. Coggins says he always handles issues immediately. He also denies any neglect.
We have a daily housekeeping service to go through every room. If they see a bed bug,
How often do they go through every room? Because I was in some of the rooms and they are not being kept up.
I'd be more than happy to walk you through and give you a tour.
Can you show us? I'd love to see it.
Sure.
Inside, Coggins took us into an empty room
Closet here.
and then into his office, where he pulled out a log
Service done in October.
he says shows all of the rooms have been regularly sprayed for bugs.
Why do you think people are saying that this is so rough here compared to other facilities? I mean, what would be your explanation for that, or how would you?
Well, again, we deal with behavioral health. We deal with some very tough residents here as far as behaviors go.
But what about these pictures?
This was taken just this last week.
What that is, those are stains from bugs that have been killed. Those are not active bugs. When the bug's kill, it leaves a stain on the mattress. That mattress should have been switched out.
I would hope so.
And what about the money he's getting from taxpayers?
Can you tell me about how much you bring in a month from Medicaid or from taxpayer-funded type of sources?
I can't comment on the income we get at our facility.
Between $2,500 and $4,000 per month per patient, times 30 patients, they have good revenue. They ought to be able to provide. There ought to be something done.
After we paid the owner here a visit, we learned he had several of the rooms sprayed for bugs and also replaced several of the mattresses for the residents. In fact, if you look in the dumpster, that's one of the mattresses right there at the top. Now, as for taxpayer money, we've requested that information from the state, and they're working on that request as we speak. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15 News.
And you might be wondering if there have been any problems at an assisted living facility or nursing home where your loved ones are staying. We have all of that information ready to go for you at abc15.com/investigators.